What's the latest from your position in Topsail Beach? Whoa!
Yeah,
Wow, what was that? Topsail Beach.
Right now. Yeah, about the same thing you're experiencing right now with the really gusty winds. At times we get these really heavy duration gusts that last about a minute.
But I go with the 3 hours of 100 miles an hour. By the way, I've just checked my social media. I know a lot of you heard a loud bang about 20 minutes ago as I was tossing to our storm tracker up in the areas north of here, up to Topsail Beach. And that loud bang was a transformer that blew just very close by. It sounded like a gunshot, and it scared a lot of us, but that was a transformer that blew right here on the Intercoastal. So that's what the noise was.
That was Mike Seidel not long ago here in Wilmington. I'm meteorologist Alex Wilson, also in Wilmington, close to the Cape Fear River, which has been really churned up today. Whitecaps, as the winds out of the north have sloshed the water to the south. Now tomorrow, winds out of the south will bring all that water back north, and we're concerned about the possibility of 6 feet of storm surge, and that could also worsen the rainfall flooding that we've got. Now, winds here gusting over 50 miles at times. You can see really blowing around these trees. We've got a little protection here in front of us, so you still get the winds, but obviously need to keep ourselves safe from anything that could be blowing in the wind. But when we get higher up, you can really see those trees at the mercy of these strong winds. The eye about 25 miles to the east of us, and it's going to slowly inch our way as we go through the morning hours. So by the time we get towards mid-morning, say, we could be looking at that very close to the Wilmington area. Already getting reports of people here in Wilmington without power. Over 160,000 customers without power across the state of North Carolina, and those outage numbers are going to be increasing. You know, Nick Walker, we talk about the threats that are likely here in Wilmington, and it's not even just the threats that are the problem, but it's the length of time we'll be dealing with those issues.
Yeah, you mentioned how slowly this system is moving, Alex, and that's just going to make everything amplified because we're going to see it for a longer duration. The surge, the wind, as well as the flooding, too. And really, the flooding, I think we're only just beginning to see the tip of the iceberg with that. You can see the eye wall right here of Hurricane Florence, and it's getting very, very close to Wilmington, North Carolina, where Alex Wilson is right now. And we'll continue to keep an eye on that as the rain is expected to pick up there as well as the winds here. As far as the winds are concerned, some of the boys are seeing those gusts up to around 63 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour wind gust there at Hatteras. And look at this buoy, it's closer to the eye wall now with a 72 mile per hour wind gust. Wilmington gusting up to around 51 miles per hour with a sustained wind of 33 miles per hour. Now, we're continuing to monitor the winds as they will be on the increase as this inches, that's the center of Florence, inches closer and closer to the coastline. But the problem is it's just going to be riding along the coastline for quite a while. We've got a few storm reports we want to talk about, and let's zoom in on a few of these. Atlantic Beach, look at the rain accumulation already. Almost 13 inches of measured rainfall by a rapid deployment gauge there in Atlantic Beach. Just amazing to see that much rain that's accumulated there. And we're also seeing at Newport a gust of 82 miles per hour reported at there at the Newport station. So we've got flash flood warnings. We're talking about the heavy rainfall. A foot and more has fallen in some of these locations. Jones County, Onslow County, under this warning here until 4:45 a.m. Half Moon, Jacksonville, Piney Green among those that are in the warned areas. And here in Carteret County, this is an area that has seen almost 13 inches of rainfall here. So Beaufort, Morehead City, Newport until 2:30 in the morning, looking for flash flooding possibilities there. And in Craven, Jones, and Pamlico counties, also that flash flood warning until 2:30. Storm surge is going to be another big problem here, and we've already seen that there around the New Bern area up to around 10 feet. Beaufort has seen a 3.5-foot storm surge thus far. Myrtle Beach and Wrightsville Beach both seeing storm surges of about 1 foot, but some of these surge amounts are going to be increasing. Some of these this water inundation is going to go even higher here in the coming hours. The wave heights, waves on top of the surge, not only going to be battering the coastline, but it'll also raise the water level even higher. At Hatteras, the wave heights are over 20 feet, almost 21 feet. At Wilmington, almost 16-foot wave heights right now, and those could go higher as well. So let's head back out to Alex Wilson in Wilmington right now for the latest and the conditions that are just going to continue to go downhill from here, Alex.
Yeah, this is going to be a long-term event here in the Wilmington area because of that slow movement of Florence. So the winds will be persistent, the rain will be persistent, and especially when we get those southerly winds through the second half of tomorrow, we are going to be dealing with that persistent push of water here up the Cape Fear River. But right now, we have seen those winds gusting in excess of 50 miles an hour, perhaps even 60 miles at times as we look at the eye of that edging closer and closer to Wilmington. We've got a lot to talk about. Of course, Todd Borick, Nick Walker, our meteorologist in the studio, are going to give you the very latest on the movement of Florence and other areas under the gun coming up next.